firsthand. I can't put words into his mouth there, but he definitely knew something, and he was telling me he knew something because he pulled me aside to say this. He was very confident, like 100% confident, barring that anything, there's always a chance of, some crazy calamitous event postponing something. But he was very confident, based on the people he knew, based on what he knew, based on people he had talked to, that they are going to sacrifice this red heifer. And this red heifer is the old covenant. When I say old covenant, tradition. I'm going to say tradition because we're going to go into that here in a minute. You could call it a requirement, maybe, but something was a little different back then, even for some. We're going to read the scriptures and find out. As in, the new covenant has always been and always will be. The red heifer was used to cleanse the priestly vestiges and cleanse the priests for their temple service. So this red heifer has to be sacrificed before the temple service can resume. And I know if any of y'all have looked into it, you know that it's not just a rumor anymore, that they have all of the trinkets, everything ready to resume temple, except they just haven't sacrificed the bull, and they haven't announced whether they're going to put up a tent, which is completely biblically okay. They are allowed to put up a tent, the tent of Moses, tabernacle of Moses, to begin or resume sacrifices. No, everybody says a third temple will be built. And yes, a temple will be erected. But there's nothing in there that says what it's going to be made of. And it does not say that it has to be on a certain location. Although people have conjectured that, and I'm not opposed to that conjecture. But my point is they could just put up the tent of Moses and resume the sacrifices there on the Temple Mount, or even in the city of David, maybe. I don't know. Put it this way. They could either build a temple, which they say they can do in 6 months because they're ready to build it, or they could put up a tent and do it in like a week. So I'm just giving you the urgency factor there. But when Trey looked at me, he said they're going to sacrifice this bull. And there's been people that are invited to this thing. They're doing it on the mountain where they're supposed to. They've already got a piece of land on this mountain to do it on. Everything's set up. And when I heard him say that, my world was rocked. Because I already knew that, these bulls have to be of a certain age, and we're getting close to that, and kind of deductive reasoning. You don't need a prophet to tell you, like, okay, they're of this specific age, they have to do it within this time frame. But when he told me that, and the reality that this was happening hit me, it rocked me, not mentally, it rocked my soul and my spirit. And I'm going to tell you why. I had a vision too about it when I pondered on it. But first off, I'm going to tell you the vision I had. I had a vision of them on this mountain sacrificing this red heifer. And I saw the blood drip and fall. And I saw the blood fall in slow motion, going towards the ground. And when I saw it falling, it was as if the entire cosmos, including myself, was crying, no, like, no, don't do that, no. Okay? It was like very dramatic, like, no, don't fall, catch it, just don't let it touch the ground, okay? It was dramatic. And I felt a pit of heaviness about it. Like, oh, no, don't let that happen. No. Okay. when this blood hit the ground, I saw it hit the ground and splash. As soon as it hit the ground,